Being alone, it sucks in any sense of the way. Not being in a relationship or not having a lot of friends, it sucks. And lately, I've been able to experience being alone. I recently just transferred to this new college in a different state, away from my family and friends, and I didn't realize how hard it would be to make friends. Not hard necessarily, but how hard it would be for me myself to go out there and talk to people to make friends. Because I've really noticed this lately, and I've really struggled with this. I don't like it. I hate going up to random people and trying to talk to them and trying to be their friend because I don't know them. I don't know their sense of humor, and I just don't. I hate going up to it. Back at home, I've always had this set friends who I've always known, I've always been able to get along with, and even in my community, even though I didn't know them, most of the time they had some idea of who I was, or I had some idea who they were, and I was still able to talk to them a lot easier. It wasn't as hard, especially as it is nowadays. And that's just something I really want to talk about today. And being alone sucks. If you're out there and you're alone, trust me, it's not always you. Sometimes, like it is, like in my scenario, I'd say it is me. It usually is you. It's not your personality. It's just you needing to go out there and finding the right group of people. And that's the thing. And that's what I've also struggled with. And I'm just going to kind of tell a story, just a little story here. So I transferred in last semester and winter semester. So everybody already had their friend groups here. Everybody already knew each other, and I was also this freshman, so I didn't really wasn't with this older crowd. I was just with these new people who just are also finding their friends. Already had friends here at this location at this college, and it's not a super big college either. So when people have their friend groups, they have their friend groups. It's not like a super big college where there's so many people to talk to. It's a little bit different, and it's just hard at the end of the day. And I think that's a lot of people who don't struggle with that can be annoying. I find those people to be annoying. People always go up to random people, try to start conversations, and try to be everybody's friend, and they don't even know who they are. I find those people annoying, and they honestly make me mad. So that's also a reason for me is like I don't want to be the thing I don't like. I want to treat people the way I want to be treated. Just kind, respect, and not bothering them randomly. I knew a kid like this last semester who was my friend, I guess you could say. But he'd always just yell at everybody, say, "Hey, what's up?" If he met them once, he was just really good at remembering names. He was always a nice guy, but he came off as annoying, and it just was annoying for him to be there half the time, if that makes sense. It's like, come on, dude. Not everybody wants to just you yell at them randomly, and some half the time nobody, everybody's like, "Hi," and like as they're having a conversation with somebody else, just don't bother the person. I know it's not that big of a deal, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't want that to happen to me. And it's just like it's just annoying at the end of the day. It's like, come on, dude. Anyway, I'm getting too far with that. But here lately, I've been alone. I have. I'm not saying I'm always alone. I'm always playing video games and stuff with people. But at the end of the day, doing things in person with your friends, family, it's always better, in my opinion. It's always better to do things in person, go out, party, whatever it may be. It's always more fun to do it with people in person. And I really need to find a friend group here. And that's kind of my scenario, I guess I could say. Everybody's kind of already had their friend groups. I just don't want to intervene with other friend groups and try to like invite myself to do things. And yeah, I mean, I know myself. I can kind of come off standoffish at times, like what, especially because I'm nervous. I'm a shy person at the end of the day when it comes to new people. So when I talk to new people, I'm like, yeah, hi, how are you doing? I don't really want to. I don't really want to bother them as much as I can because I'm an introverted person and I don't really like to talk to like I like to talk to people. I love to talk to people, honestly, but it's just knowing them. It's the fact that I need to know you for a little bit and I can carry on a conversation with you for hours and hours and hours. It could be something I don't even like, but as long as I have a little bit of trust in you and I can know you a little bit and I can kind of get your sense of humor, then I'm fine. But at the end of the day, like when I don't know anybody and I don't really want to bother anybody or talk to anybody, it's tough to make friends. And I know a lot of people, and probably people watching this video, if you're struggling out there, please reach out. Just shoot me a text in the comments. I'm happy to talk, happy to play some games, whatever the heck it may be. I'm usually free. I'm a busy person, but I have free time from time to time, and I'm always happy to do some stuff. So yeah, if you're sitting out there alone, this is kind of the segment for you. Trust me, don't be like me. Bother people, go out and do things, go talk to people, find your right group. And a huge contributor to this nowadays is video games, in my opinion. go try to find some people around where you say, hey, they probably might like some video games. Maybe I'll talk to him through the video game, play a video game with him, and become closer to them through that because it's not as awkward. You're not talking to them in person, and you can kind of carry on a conversation. You can focus on the game, kind of make comedic moments about the game that you're making, and kind of grow closer without even realizing it, and even not even like meeting the person or talking to them about really anything. That's what I think is really special about video games as well. Video games can connect so many people in so many different ways. I mean, Candy Crush to God of War, like all these games can still be games at the end of the day, and a lot of people play them. And it's just really cool how these games can connect, and you can find a lot of friends and people that you won't even see their face, but yet they could be your best friend or just a really good friend. I think that's really neat and really cool in the aspect of the time that we live in too. I think that's just really neat at the end of the day. But yeah, if you're alone out there, go bother people. That's what I'm going to say. Go bother people. Now, don't, if somebody doesn't want to talk to you and it's obvious, then don't. Just leave them alone, leave them be. But the best time to talk to people is like if they're talking with their friend group, kind of like listen, kind of eavesdrop on their conversation. And if something comes up that you like are talking about, like, hey, couldn't help but overhear you guys, but hey, this is what my thoughts are on the subject, and then try to like keep the conversation going with yourself in it. Don't just say the thing that you wanted to say and then hop back out, like leave the lobby at the end of the day. Don't do that. Just kind of keep talking to them, even if it goes to a subject that you're not really familiar with. Just kind of listen to them, say what they think. If they ask you what your thoughts are on it, just be like, I honestly don't really know about the subject, but honestly, I might have to research this up or just act really interested if you really like these people, want to hang out with them later. So yeah, don't take a play on my playbook and be so scared to talk to everybody. And I also want to reiterate this again. I'm not trying to be a little baby bitch, but I'm not alone. Not by a long shot. It's just with the in person aspect, I kind of am. I am. I don't really hang out with anybody at my college. I kind of sit in my apartment a lot and don't really do a whole lot. Make these videos from time to time, get ahead on homework, push ups. That's really about it. I mean, I'm not doing a whole lot. And the fact of the matter is, it kind of sucks. There's a lot of things to do in the town that I'm in. There's a there's a dance club not too far from here. There's a casino that I can go into. So it would be really nice and really cool to go do these things at the end of the day. But I want to go with people, and that's kind of the cutoff of me doing these things. So hopefully by the time I upload next, which will probably be tomorrow, I love making these videos. Hopefully I can find a person. I'm actually talking to a girl right now, but I've been delivered for a little bit, which I know it doesn't really matter. Also, it's another video I want to talk about Snapchat. Snapchat makes me so mad nowadays, and it's so overblown. But anyway, if you're alone, reach out because being alone sucks. It's literally one of the worst things that can, literally probably the worst thing that a person can be. I really saw this most like really impactful documentary when I was in high school. My health teacher just showed me this video, and I don't have the video at the moment, but man, this it really got to me and it really made me understand humans a lot more and a lot deeper. So in this video, this kid was being bullied, like horribly bullied. The principal was doing nothing about it whatsoever. She was a horrible person in this. Anyway, he was being bullied on the bus a lot, and he was fully documented, fully shown, and to the point where it's like, why is this being going on? But the kid said, and I want everybody to remember this, and even quote it, but I don't quote it for word from I say. If somebody knows what I'm talking about, please do. But the kid said, and they asked him like, why do you let this go on? Why do you just like run away? Just get away from these people. Try to distance yourself as much as possible, or blah 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 blah. And he was like, because I'd rather be bullied than them leave me alone, because then I wouldn't have anybody. And that was like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. That's horrible. This kid doesn't have any friends to the point where he'd rather be bullied so people would notice him, he'd be known, and so have interactions rather than just stay away from these people. That's horrible. That sucks. And that stayed with me till this day. Because this is also another subject I want to talk about. Always be nice. What the fuck are you doing being a rude person? Yeah, I just dropped the F word. And I'll drop it again. What the fuck are you doing if you're rude to people? Especially if you're in high school. In junior high, it can pass a little bit. You're kind of going through a lot. And it's just junior high. Junior high sucks for everybody. I will quote that. Whatever the hell. But, oh my gosh. Like, it sucks. Why the heck are you being so mean to people, especially as an adult, or rude to people? Because you never know what somebody's going through in a day. You never know. And I still don't even think these things. A lot of the times I'm with my friends, somebody's crying, somebody's yelling on the phone or something, which also don't yell on the phone in public. It's just bad taste, rude to everybody around you. But say somebody's crying out in public. I understand that. I can get that. I personally haven't cried in public, but I understand when somebody needs to cry in public because shit happens and you need to cry. And sometimes you just need to let it out at that moment. You can't really wait. I understand that. And then I'll be walking around with my friends back at home and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, what the hell?" Like almost rude, almost looking down on it. And it's like you have no idea what these people are going through, or a lot of times, like when people mess with people on campus. This is another story. I always go everywhere in my videos. If you this is the first time you're seeing me, here's another story. Back at home, there's these three kids just graduated high school. Went around this like it's a rough neighborhood where they went, and they went there and they were shooting homeless people with BB guns, water pellets. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? That is diabolically rude. Like, this is not a joke. This is not a lie. This actually happened. And it makes me so mad hearing that at the end of the day. Why would you do that? Homeless people probably have it more rough than most people in the world. I also saw another story where this like millionaire, he was set for life. He was fine. He became homeless. He wanted to be homeless for a certain amount of time. He literally gave up nothing. He had the clothes on his back and a backpack, and that was it. And for about 3 months, he did this, and then he had to quit. He said it was the worst mental toll he's ever taken, and it was horrible. He finally got a job, and when he got the job, that's when he quit doing this challenge. Like, it's sad, and it's really sad to see. And also, why would people mess with these people? Just, if you're in public, just always try to be nice. Don't be rude. Just try to be a nice person. And also, on TikTok, especially where all these pranksters are out in public, and the yelling ones where it's like, "Come here, Daryl," or like they're yelling at somebody. That one isn't as bad. I'm not really doing that. I don't. But I saw this other video. I saw anyway. Anyway, I saw this other video, and this person went into not a Dutch. Oh my gosh, what is it called? Amish. They went to an Amish supermarket, and they start blaring music, yelling at this lady, asking her about some like brain rot stuff, and she's like looking there like scared, and it's not funny. It had like a million likes, and it's just flat out rude. At the end of the day, you have to take into context the reason why it is funny is because they this Amish lady doesn't really know what's going on. She can't really help what's going on. She's like really scared and confused why these people are blaring music in her store and yelling some nonsensical words that she's really never heard before. And they do that, and then it's just like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Because it's just so freaking rude. It's so rude at the end of the day. Like, why would they do that? This video makes me so mad I can't really like even put into words why it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad that it goes viral because they kept doing it. They did it more and more and more. Just leave the lady alone. She's there doing a business, and especially if she's not going to be, especially not like a big business like Walmart and stuff like that, where they have like security guards that can kind of push you out at the end of the day. When it's just her there, and you start yelling at her to do these things, and I'm pretty sure they went like behind the cash register. It just makes me so mad. That video makes me so mad more than anything, and I haven't watched it in a very long time, so I could be getting these details super wrong. But anyway, being alone, it sucks. Just go out there, be nice, do your best in life, and be yourself. Because that's the best that you can be. That's the only person that you should be, is yourself. Don't try to change yourself for other people around you. People will accept you for you, and that's the best people in your life. Not people who only like you because of one certain reason and they only are hanging out with you to get farther or get closer to another person. Just be yourself. Go out there and trust me, go do things. Even if you're not doing them with people, go do them. And I know it's easier said than done. I know that. I bitch out to a lot of things I could do. I could go to the dance club right now, probably talk to some random people, and maybe make a couple friends tonight. But I'm not going to because I'm a little bitch, and I'm not gonna do that at the end of the day. And I'm not really happy about that, but that's just how it is. But if you're out there, I'm just trying to build you guys the courage to go do something, go have fun, and don't be alone. I guess I could say, go hop on Fortnite, hop on some squad fills, try to have a conversation with somebody. If you click with them, add them, just keep talking to them, and just be safe. Also, too, don't invite everybody over and don't like get crazy. But at the end of the day, trust me, you are gonna be more happy with people around you. And that's just it. That's just at the end of the day, that's just how life is. And I think that's how things should be. You should spend life with one, the person you love, and I think I really am pro marriage because I think when I was being in a relationship, so much fun. It's so nice having a person so close to you that you can talk to everything about. I'm not in a relationship right now. Anyway, anyway, can I talk about everything? So yeah, just go out, be yourself, do great things, and go meet some new friends. Because trust me, if you're alone, there's people out there that will become your friend and will be lucky that you are their friend. So yeah, that's really about for this video. Just I know all my videos go everywhere if this is the first time you've seen this, especially if you're made to this part of the video. But trust me, being alone sucks. Go out and do great things. And as always, have a great day.